Americans love their SUVs, and we've always had a little bit of a problem because of their big footprint and the amount of carbon they leave behind when they run. Well, VW have come up with the perfect answer. They've come up with the Touareg hybrid, but to give us all the power they want, they've added a supercharger. In fact, this is the world's first supercharged hybrid engine. And not only that, it's the first hybrid engine that VW ever introduced into the United States. 24 miles a gallon on the highway, 20 in the city. It has a great little engine. Unfortunately, they've updated their hybrid in the new Jetta version, but this one still functions really well and is a great buy for those people who like a little off-roading but like to be green and safe at the same time. It's a pretty car. It's not too ostentatious. It's quite controlled. Small little opening at the front, but nice shapes. Look at the amount of grille space here and also a lot of the angles. They've also angled the hood, given it some feeling, given it some muscular off-road. This is the shoulder of the car, the front fender, and it looks slightly muscular, almost like the muscles are a little bit flexed. Now, the only way to tell that this particular car is a hybrid is by the little badge hiding here in the front grille. There's also a badge on the back side. Apart from that, this car looks like any other Touareg on the road. But when you get on the inside, you start to notice some luxury appointments. If you're going to spend over $63,000 for a car, you want to make sure that you have a lot of trunk space, especially if it's an SUV or a CUV. Well, let's take a look on the inside of the Touareg and see what it has to offer. Now, normally with a hybrid or some kind of alternative fuel car, you can lose a lot of trunk space purely because they need that space for the battery or for a gas tank if it's a natural gas vehicle. Well, this is a hybrid, and the hybrid engine battery portion is hidden right here underneath the back floor space. It's very neat, it's very small, and it fits nicely into a space, leaving you a lot of room for your family to travel. And a lot of times with the cover of the back portion of the car, it's hard to get into place, it's difficult to pull down. Well, what VW have done here is put tracks in the back, so the cover folds away neatly when you want it up, and when you want it down, it just follows those tracks to the very bottom, covers nice and easily, along with the electric tailgate, which closes at the touch of a simple button. You have a lot of the amenities you'd expect in a full luxury car, but remember, this is a VW. There's a few things I want to point out on the inside of the car, and a couple of things that were a little confusing to us when we first got in. First of all, how do you start the car? Well, there's a start button down here, but there's also a turnable key fob right here. Confusing, right? Put my foot on the brake, press the start button, nothing happens. Confused an auto journalist for a few seconds there. We actually have to start it by turning it here in the key fob area, and then the car lights up to show you it's ready to go. Taking a look at the inside, nice big screen, very clean on the inside and easy to navigate your way through all of the options. Your navigation, your media, your radio, phone, climate, the car setup and traffic options. Very simple to find out what's going on. There's also some nice compartments in here. VW have used some of the extra space they have for things like sunglasses or a cubby hole to put things in like your wallet when you're driving. The dash is soft touch, which makes for a nice element inside these vehicles. You know, sometimes the hard plastic can make the vehicle very uncomfortable on the inside. And things like the nice wood trim, which make it much more luxurious, but you are paying over $63,000 for this particular vehicle. All right, enough about the car. Let's get it on the road and find out how it handles. Of course, it's a little sluggish once you pull away because of the hybrid engine. There's 333 horsepower in the single gasoline engine. You add in 47 horsepower from the electric engine, and you think you get 390. No, your math is not correct. You get 380 because all of the power from the electric engine isn't actually available. Now, we're running this through an autocross course right now, and it handles really, really well. But it does take a second for the electric engine to kick in and out. So sometimes when you put your foot down as you're turning a corner, it really, really has a hard time on picking up the power of the car. Now, that said, when you get this thing out on the straight, it's probably one of the most fun drives I've had this year. Big corner, stand by.